Hello and welcome to Impact Africa, our online TV program, where we get to have conversations with diverse people and organizations impacting lives positively, and at the same time to celebrate what makes up South Africa and Africa. My name is Kemi Akiode Adebayo, aka Mama K. In today's program, as we wrap up South African Heritage Month, which is normally celebrated annually on the 24th of September. So yes, the Heritage Month was started on the 24th of September in 1995. And the whole idea was to celebrate the diversity we have in South Africa. Some of you might know or not know that yes, South Africa is called a rainbow nation. And in South Africa, we have 11 official languages. Yes, that shows you how diverse the country is. And at the same time, the Rainbow Nation is because, yes, in South Africa, we have Xhosa, Afrikaans, Lesotho, we have the Zulu, we have, English, we're European, Zimbabwe, Nigeria, they all make up what South Africa is today. So South Africa is really, really indeed very diverse and culturally very rich as well. And in the spirit of what we call Ubuntu, which is I am because you are, what we're going to be doing, we're going to feature pre-recorded, snippet of 4 amazing, diverse people that make up South Africa and as well Africa, because we're trying to promote unity in diversity. So we will be hearing a little bit, when I had conversations with this 4 amazing community workers and business owner, starting with Miss Iris Busakwe. She is the founder director of Edyardini Community Development, which is an NGO, non-government organization based in Khayelitsha, Cape Town, South Africa. And then we're going to feature another amazing young man called Mr. Tendai Gwenzi. He is the Chief of Operations of Thunderbolts Academy based in Delft, Cape Town. And Tendai is originally from Zimbabwe before he made South Africa his home. And he does a lot of work in the community, just promoting, using sport, to promote unity. And then we're going to go to another amazing young man, Miss Maiga, Mr. Maiga. Whew, I said young man. And then I was like, it's one of those days, don't mind me. Mr. Maiga Abdoulaye, he is a business owner and fashion designer of Mali South, which is a fashion house based in Cape Town, South Africa. And Maiga is originally from Mali as well, but has made South Africa his home. And last but not the least, well, this one is an amazing young woman as well, who is doing so much, with the businesses, in South Africa. None other than Miss Bryan. She's an international model and the founder and creator of Malaville dolls. And she is based in South Africa and United States of America. And Mala is originally from St. Lucia, even though she has made South Africa home. These are 4 different people, male, female, Xhosa speaking, Ndebele speaking, and so on, French speaking, different faith as well, that we just for to share, how diverse South Africa is. So enjoy. Tell me, who is Iris? Where were you born? How did you end up in Cape Town? Or were you born in Cape Town?
Okay, Iris is one of 6 children.
Okay.
I was born in Knysna, a small, beautiful town called Knysna.
No, Knysna is a beautiful, amazing town. I love Knysna.
Wow, I really love Knysna.
And Knysna, I need to make a confession.
Is it?
Knysna, I couldn't pronounce as well for some
Really?
time because of it
That
spelled
K-N, yes.
I'm like, why they call it Knysna? It's spelled K-N-S-Y. And I was like, no, it's not No, it is Knysna.
It's
So okay,
not only
let me not interrupt
It's
you.
not only
not
you.
only me, good.
A lot of
people.
Okay. Yeah, that's where I was born and grew up until I met my husband.
Okay.
Yes.
What culture would you say? Because I'm wearing this because I know we're celebrating. This is a Xhosa tradition.
That's a Xhosa tradition.
So are you
yes.
Xhosa, or where do you come from? What would you categorize yourself as?
I am proudly Xhosa.
Okay.
And the attire you're wearing, I'm going to wear mine on Sunday.
Okay.
I've been invited to a cultural event,
awesome.
a Heritage Day,
Uh-huh.
where they will be cooking imifino. I don't know if you know that. Tripe as well.
Okay,
they're going to be
I know
tripe is number one.
Yeah.
And steam bread.
Okay.
And then imifino. Nowadays, imifino is called spinach. But us in those days, we cook it, mix it with meal. That's what we call it imifino.
Okay, you cook the spinach with
You cook the spinach with meal because you don't get imifino nowadays.
Yes.
I
see.
So we use imifino and mix it with meal.
Okay.
That we call it imifino.
So what does it mean to you being a Xhosa woman? What does it mean to you?
Well, to me, to be a Xhosa woman, it means a lot. Because we always have to tell our children where we come from, because now we do things differently. So if we can keep on doing these heritage days and involve our children, our youth, so that they can carry on with our culture. Because I think if we really did, or our parents did show us, there wouldn't be so much crime if it followed our culture. The respect for the elders.
Yeah.
Everyone is your mother, not only your mother at home, your parents that you meet at street, they're your parents.
You see, that's the interesting
That's
thing.
culture.
Yeah,
that's our
in
culture.
most African culture.
Yes.
So where did we go wrong? And how can we get back
to,
embracing those values, which are very, very important?
I think it's too late now to go back to those because our children, they've gone the Western way. And our children have been spoiled by the government who said we can't give them a hiding. We grew up with hiding. That's why we are here today. That's why I'm still in my marriage, of which I married in 1982. Because I respected the words my mother gave me when I got married. And I can't guarantee those now with our children.
Yeah. I know the hiding bit is one that I'm very sensitive to, so I wouldn't go too much into that. I got a bit of it as well. But when I was married and I had my children, I not a bit, I got a lot of hiding actually. I'm the firstborn and my mom, very strict. So we were, I used to think my father was not my father then.
I know.
Because he would tell me, I'll beat you, I'll take you to the hospital. But when I got married and started having children, I made a decision not to ever touch my children. Yes. But there were other ways I disciplined them.
Not only hiding.
They even said was even worse. They actually told me when they were grown up now that maybe you should have been beating us.
You see?
Because mine was the look. They were like, who wants to give us that look?
Then they know the struggle, yes. Even my grandchildren tell me, yo, when you give me that look, then I know. Then I say, it's fine. Then you know you're wrong. You see, now our children, you can't give them that look. They will say you hate them.
Exactly. I think you're right. We've lost something somewhere, which is a bit difficult, to bring back if we can. But I don't completely agree with you that we can go back. We can't go back, but we can embrace that and try and incorporate the good of what we know of a culture. But like you said, yeah, they will tell you you're looking, you don't hear them. They've all gone westernized.
Yes.
So we need to go back to our roots.
We need to do something, I'm telling you. Like punishment, nowadays you can punish a child, said you're not going to play until you finish, you wash those dishes, or you finish your homework, you stay in your room. You know what, they will say that behind those doors, I'm going to hang myself if you don't open this door.
Born in Zimbabwe, what position are you in your family? What language do you speak? Is it Shona? Is it what language do you speak?
Okay, so a little about myself. Yeah, I'm the first.
Before Cape Town, I want to know about Zimbabwe first.
Okay. So from my mom's side, I'm the firstborn.
Okay.
From my dad's side, I'm the fifth.
Okay.
Right, I'm.
So you're from a big African family.
Yes,
Typical.
yes. So I did my primary school in Zimbabwe, and I also did my high school in Zimbabwe. In fact, I actually did my primary school in the rural areas.
Oh, okay. You were not a city boy.
And I'm not a city boy at all.
Was that because mom lived in the rural area?
No.
Or she sent you to Granny, Gogo, because you were naughty?
No. Unfortunately, my grandmother demanded me.
Okay.
You see, my mom was the only child, so her being married to my father's family, it was like, okay, you took away my child, you need to replace. And Tendai became the replacement.
Right.
So yeah, if it wasn't that she got old and a little bit ill, I don't think I would have even wanted to go stay in town or with my parents. We were that close.
Right.
So yeah, I did my primary school there, and then when she got ill, I moved to my parents' side and then finished my primary and my high school. That's where I found the love of handball before I even came to South Africa.
And what were you doing then with love of handball? Why handball? Because a lot of people don't. What is handball? Let's start with that.
It's even crazy.
Basketball, everybody knows.
It's even crazy. I actually come from a family that plays football. My dad was in the army, but played professionally for the army football. My brothers, they play football like crazy. And during my primary school, I actually played number 10. And then I loved the cartoons too much. So the day for selection, there was Conan the Adventure. And I was like, I'd rather do Conan the Adventure. So I didn't make the team. So the whole soccer thing went by.
Right.
Went to high school now, we had to have clubs. And if you don't have a club, you would get your the punishment from the headmaster or the teachers that are in charge. So it so happened that on the handball side, people could do whatever they want. It wasn't really organized, right? So it was the only place where you could go and actually be yourself and not do anything.
Wow.
But when we went there now, I just felt like, why not? This is fun. Like, first day I fell in love and I was like, yeah.
What other social issues are you passionate about? And You know, you mentioned it, and I'm glad that you mentioned it, that I like to fix problems. So what are the solutions, you know, to that social issue? So I want to know what social issue, and what would you think are the solutions? Even whether it's going to be you doing the solutions or somebody else, or whether it's practical or not. So what other social issues are you passionate about?
I think the major social issue that we face, not even as young Africans, as Africans altogether. Yes, we are very learned, let me use that word. We are very learned, but we are not educated at all.
Okay.
The actual information that...
The phrase one of my aunts always use, what you just said there, she always use that phrase, educated illiterate.
Exactly, because we have...
so very learned and, what did you say?
But uneducated.
Uneducated,
yes. Okay. Yes, so we have a lot of people that have skills, that have the abilities, but we lack the actual implementation. Africa has all the resources. Not just resources, we've been talking about this story for many years now. It actually has the technical ability, the skills, we have it. The only thing that we don't have, and which we are not taught at school, is to be our own business people, our own entrepreneurs, our own creativity. And it works in the mind. We need to change the mindset at child level.
Maiga, I just understood, is not actually your first name, but a family name. Tell me about that.
Yeah, actually, my name is Maiga Abdoulaye. Maiga is my family name, and my name is Abdoulaye.
Right.
I'm from Mali,
okay,
and I come from a province called Timbuktu.
Timbuktu. I know Timbuktu. We learned Timbuktu in school.
Yeah, and I know each and everyone in this world know about Timbuktu. That's where I come from.
Yeah. Well, why is Timbuktu popular actually? Tell me.
Yeah, Timbuktu in Africa is popular because Mali is a historic country.
Okay.
So everybody want to learn about West Africa, you have to know about Timbuktu.
Wow. Wow. So you were born in Mali, in Timbuktu?
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay. And so tell us about life, growing up in Mali.
Life in general in Mali is like, for me, it's very nice because I was growing in Mali, in Timbuktu, and my own village called Samjar.
Okay.
That only you can only know that name when you are in Mali.
Ah.
So you can know where I come from. But like for me, life is great. Life is very great because I wasn't there. I left in Mali in 1983.
Okay. Why did you leave? You decided to go and
I just
test
decided
the
to go
world.
and test the world and see exactly what is happening around.
Okay.
So 83, I was in Senegal.
Okay.
So I spent most 10 years in Senegal.
In Senegal. In Dakar or where in Senegal?
In Dakar.
Right.
Itself.
So what were you doing in Senegal?
In Senegal, I was doing the same things I was doing.
Okay. Which is sewing and, selling clothes and
selling
stuff.
clothes.
But we'll come to Mali South, which is where your business that you started, way back as well. So let's go back again to Dakar. So you left in 1983
I left Mali in 1983 and I went to Senegal, and I left in Senegal in 1995.
1995. Is that to come here?
I came in South Africa
all right.
in 1995.
Right. So why did you decide on South Africa?
I decided in South Africa because when we were in Mali, in a school, we always learn about South Africa, especially apartheid, how apartheid in South Africa. So in 95, when Mandela came out, everybody is very, you like to come and see.
Yes,
exactly
to see what's, the changes, the transformation.
Exactly.
Okay.
What is happening in South Africa. That's the time I come here in South Africa in 1995. And I start, when I came and I look, and I say, okay, let me just take this opportunity, because when I come here, there's not much African people wearing African clothes.
So you decided then to start off with African clothes?
To make African clothes.
Okay.
So the people can see exactly how West African people are wearing in Africa.
Awesome. So where did you learn your training as a tailor or fashion designer?
I learned it in Mali. How we learn training, like when we go to school, after school, whatever you find your parents are doing after school and you join them. That's how we start to learn how to sew.
So were your parents into sewing as well?
Yes.
Okay.
I have an uncle, he's a tailor.
Okay.
So whenever I come from school and I like to go there and sit and see and help him to iron, he teach me how to trade cotton, how to iron, that's how I.
So you have to learn the basic first, because a lot of people, maybe they go into sewing thinking you have to first start with the needle or the machine. So you need to learn ironing and all those things. They're very important.
Very important.
Okay.
And from there, when you like the trade, and it's easy for you to be able to do it.
Right. So how long did it take for you to learn from your uncle?
3 years.
3 years.
3 years.
Wow. So you learned from basic ironing to cutting to sewing, or share with us the process.
Like first things, when you're sitting on the machine first, they are sitting, because in West Africa, most of the machine they are using is not like electric machines.
It's the manual.
It's those manual machines, and you have to manual by your legs.
Yes.
So they will teach you exactly how that the pedals and everything work first. After when you finish, so they will show you exactly how you can able to iron, and they will show you how you can able to put the cotton on the needle, how to strain, and from there they will teach you how to cut first, and from there they will teach you also how to sew in the middle, how to join the part, because each and everything you have to know how to join the shoulders, how to join the legs, how to. Like you have also overlock machine, how to train the overlock machine, how to overlock the edges, because if you don't overlock the edges, and the cotton and the fabric will frame. So
you have to learn all those things
before you're gonna start to make up anything you want to do.
Wow. So what was the first outfit that you made for you?
My first outfit I was making a small short.
Okay.
Because the off-cut, they are cutting.
Yes.
So we are keeping those off-cut. And whenever they go, we go onto the machines and we join those off-cut together.
Right.
So from those off-cut together, you can make yourself a little top, or you can make yourself a little short. Whatever you like, you start by that.
And were you proud of your product after you made it?
Very. Because I remember the first time when I was making myself a little short, and when in West Africa it's always hot.
Yes.
So when it's hot, you put your short, and they will see it. And my uncle was asking me, "Who made that short to you?" I said, "No, I make it."
I made it myself.
He said, "Are you sure you can able to make things?" I said, "Yes, I can."
tell us, Mala, where you from and how was life growing up for you?
Well, I'm from the beautiful Caribbean island of St. Lucia. And growing up on an island, it's quite interesting because, you know, you almost know everyone there.
You know each other.
Yes.
So if you get into trouble, it's like, I know your mother.
Exactly. But I grew up in, like, you know, a very, I wouldn't say a rough part of, but it's considered to be the ghetto. And but also I spent a lot of the time with my grandmother on the countryside. So that was quite amazing for me to have, you know, living in town and living in the countryside, you know, but the wonderful thing is being able to run around and have beautiful warm beaches to go to.
You guys must be permanently on holiday.
You think so? But
I know, right? That's what people assume.
But you know, we do have that holiday thing, that very chilled vibe about an island. So that is true. You know, it must be the sea air, but it was a wonderful thing, and I would not change the way I grew up in my childhood for anything.
Did you get educated there as well?
Yes, and I left in St. Lucia, I left at high school and I moved to St. Martin where my mom lives. Okay. And in St. Martin,
which is probably not far. Or are the islands?
It's another island. Okay. So St. Martin, it's like it's quite an interesting island because it's like half French, half Dutch. And I spent most of my school holidays there because my mom moved there like a long time ago. And it's almost like just like a lot of people in the Caribbean, someone from the family moves away to work to be able to support everyone back home. And that's what happened with my mom. So my mom was the one who went. So I grew up with my dad a lot, but I spent all of my summer holidays, Christmas holidays, Easter holidays, all school holidays, I spent with my mom in St. Martin. So I've been traveling at a very young age as well. I would say I was very lucky for that. And growing up, I actually wanted to be a flight attendant. Because of that. Yeah, that was my dream job.
Oh, because you wanted to fly around?
Yeah, it was just such a lovely thing. And St. Martin, it's a beautiful island as well, where you have like almost every nationality you can possibly think of.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Because it's like you've got lots of yachts there, lots of it's very very touristic. Very different from St. Lucia, which is a former British colony, but we're independent. But it's two totally different islands. So it just felt like being in St. Martin. It feels like, you know what, you've gone around the world. Wow. Yes, that's the feeling I get when I'm in St. Martin.
So what is St. Lucia known for apart from the beaches?
The beaches, what is it? We're good for our scenery, you know. We're actually very like top destination for honeymooners and weddings. So quite a romantic island, I would say. Yes. We have beautiful rainforests. We have the Pitons, which is like the twin volcanic peaks. That's actually a World Heritage Site. We have the world's only drive-in volcano.
Drive-in volcano?
Yeah, so it's,
wow, I need to go there.
You have to go.
There
you go. It's like I'm like being a proper ambassador for my island at the moment. So it's like so you can you actually see the sulfur and the bubbles and everything. You can actually take sulfur baths there, which is very good for the skin.
Okay.
Yes, so you go and you just
your skin.
Honey, yes.
I'm sure they all have solutions.
It's a lot of that, and you know it's like and also beautiful rainforest. It's lovely. The food's amazing there as well.
We're going to talk about the food because of your, the restaurant there. And
so these are like, just some of the things that you can enjoy.
So how did you end up in South Africa?
It was a long journey. It was a very long journey. Let me see how I can squeeze it into this time. So while I was in St. Martin, I got like a month after high school, I still didn't know what I wanted to do in school. So I was like, I'll take a bit of a break. Within that first month, I got a job at an airport selling.
You really wanted to become a flight attendant?
You would think, but very close. I was very close. And
to travel.
And then get this, while I was there, like 2 weeks into that job, there was a general manager of a hotel that came and he's like, "Oh, I want you at my front desk," just like that. I come meet my wife, have an interview. So I went and got the job. So then I moved to the hotel 2 weeks later, started working at a hotel. And I stayed there for 2.5, almost 3 years. When I got discovered in St. Martin to do a competition in Paris. So I did that modeling competition in Paris. I won my modeling
How
contract.
did you get discovered? Did you
Oh,
just
so-
share that? I will just
Okay,
want to
share,
know.
let me share that.
Like the way the person came to you and said, I want you to work for
so
me.
yes,
How did
okay,
that
so
happen?
this
Yeah.
is so it was my day off. I went into town on the French side, and I just remembered my girlfriend said there was a new store that opened up. I went, oh, let me go and check it out. And on my way, well, first I was going to have a dental appointment, but I forgot like half day. And I got a half day, and the dentist was already closed. I'm like, oh, let me just see if that store is open.
Okay.
So then got to the store, and it was crazy. It was the weirdest thing that happened to me because I saw this man on the step smoking a cigar, and I'm like, oh, actually, I know this guy. So then he's like, you come here, and I'm like, hi, like I knew him, and I didn't know him at all. He's like, I know you. He's like, no, you don't know me. And I'm like, no. I know. So it was almost like I was having like a deja vu.
Deja vu.
And I'm like, no, I know you. He's like, no, come, but I need you to meet my wife, Josie. And he brought me in, and he just said, Josie, I think we found her. So now I'm seeing a line of girls, and I'm looking, I'm not sure what's happening. And this lady came with a tape measurer. She just started measuring me, and when she measured my hip, yes, like I swear that's how it happened. And she just looked up to me and she's like, how would you like to go to Paris? And I'm looking at the shop attendant and I'm like, what's happening here? She's like, it just might be the luckiest day of your life.
Okay, looking for a dentist.
Yes, and I was looking down at her and I'm like, yeah, okay, sure, no problem. I didn't know what was happening. I never knew what a casting was. I didn't know what being discovered meant, nothing like that. And then, it's like, then reality is like, wait, hold on, how am I going to go to Paris though? I have a job. So it was only afterwards. Yes, like everything, it's everything.
So at least you had that.
But it's like, I just said yes. And I'm like, but I have to, it was then, they started giving me the details. It's a competition. I'll be representing Saint Martin, Guadeloupe, and all of these things. And it's like, okay.
Wow.
Well, so then I'm like, well, no, I need to talk to my, I have to talk to my boss first. So I went to my boss, spoke to her. She was like, but it's season. I'm like, yes, but please. It's a free ticket. It's free food and free hotel. I promise I'm just going to go and come back. And she's like, okay, fine, no problem.
Oh, you promised that you'll come back.
Yeah, but it was because I just wanted the free trip.
Yeah.
To Paris.
Yeah, and that's it.
You know, so.
And how old were you then?
I was 20.
20, wow.
It was very late. It was very late to be in that, but
in that business. Wow, I hope you've been blessed and inspired, by some of what these four amazing, diverse, young and elderly women and men, shared, from family values, growing up in, rural part of South Africa to Zimbabwe, taking us on a life journey to Zimbabwe and Mali as well, which is in West Africa, and St. Lucia. So yes, this was just giving you a bit of snippet, like I said earlier on, of how diverse South Africa is. And I hope, you can continue in your own way to practice Ubuntu, which is about you being who you are because of somebody else. And we normally talk about, the village, in Africa, where your child is my child is your child, how we, despite, how diverse we are, in terms of our culture, our faith and social background and so on, but how we are allowing, ourselves to come together in unity, and that unity being our strength. Tata Mandela was one person that stood for that. So it doesn't matter whether you're Afrikaans, whether you're Xhosa, whether you're Zulu, whether you're, I could go on and on, Zimbabwean, we are all one. We are all one. From Africa, being human as well. Yes, there are challenges in Africa that needs to be addressed, and yes, there are issues, but let's focus on the positive as best as we can. We have different food, different music, clothing, languages, and so on. So let us celebrate that diversity. So as we wrap up today, the Heritage Month, I hope you've had an awesome one. I know some people call it Bride Day, as well, because Bride Day means nice day, which means, yes, we've started spring more or less in South Africa. So let us not confine it to just 1 month. Let us continue to celebrate each other. As we always say on this program, Impact Africa, it's not about, Africa Day, Africa, we celebrate for a day or a month, or Women's Day is about, let us continue to practice this each and every day of our lives. But yes, the focus has been on September, celebrating an amazing, month, which is Heritage Month. Till next time, this is Mama K signing off saying, stay safe, stay blessed. Remember, God is love. Till next time.